Today we're checking out the Proline dual stage foams for 1-inch wheels. Proline has really been stepping up their 1-inch tire game lately. They've released a bunch of new great tires, and now they've followed that up with some new inserts. These dual stage foams for the 1-inch tires look just like their big brothers, and optimistically should provide the same performance benefits with good sidewall reinforcement, but still great tire conformity with this soft outer layer. So we're going to get into these, we're going to take a look at these inserts, we're going to put them in a build, and then we're going to hit the rocks to see how they perform. So let's open these up and take a look. Let's open these up, take a look. Let's see what we get. So we are indeed two-piece, so we have the closed cell inner foam with the soft outer layer here. The soft outer layer is quite soft. The inner layer is also pretty pliable. It's softer than I was expecting, actually. Dimensions on these, so it's 56 millimeters tall by 18 millimeters wide. So it's a fairly narrow insert. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about using these for a bigger tire. I have some Proline tires here to look at these against. So here are the trenchers. So if you were to put these in the trenchers, I think that'd be a pretty good fit. They're still pretty tall compared to the trencher itself. It might be a little stiffer in that tire because you're going to be compressing the foam inside the tire. Something like the new Mickey Thompson Baja Pro X that they just released. This would be near perfect insert for these tires, I feel. If we actually take the insert out of the Mickey Thompson tire, this is the insert that came with the Proline tire. Let's see, let's just throw this in here just for the heck of it and see how it is. You also want to be cognizant of the height, because if it's too tall, you're trying to put these in something smaller like the Hyrax, it's going to bunch up in your tire. So you want to make sure that you have a good sized tire to fit these 56 millimeter tall inserts in. Pretty good fit in the Mickey Thompson. So now that it's in there, feels decent. Let's see, this is one that has, I've got this mounted up on a wheel with the stock foam in it. Let's try putting a ring in here. Alright, there we are, fully installed. It feels stiff, to tell you the truth. Stiffer than the regular foams, which is to be expected because you've got a small layer of soft compound foam. Sidewall, you've got pretty good strength there. You got to think there's not going to be a ton of weight pushing this thing. So you definitely get improved sidewall strength there. So anecdotally, it feels pretty good. These are also not vented, so I think to get the true benefits of this, you want to put this on a vented wheel or a vented tire so that the air isn't forming a bladder inside the tire as well. You really want to let the foams do what they're designed to do. So I think to really test these, I want to put them on a build. And I find personally that the Proline tires have pretty good support. I don't find myself wishing I had more sidewall support in a lot of these Proline tires that I use just due to their size. So I'm going to put these on my scale Gladiator build. This has the DJ Crawler 58 millimeter tires, and as you can see, I've got a lot of roll in these tires here. So I felt like these would be a good candidate for the dual stage foams. So I'm going to make this swap right now, and then we'll hit the course. Probably take it out on the rocks too and see how this does in real world. So I'm going to take these off and get to work. If you haven't seen my tire venting video, I'm going to show you how I do this. I just got my wheels apart. Lately I've been venting my wheels. I like to drill holes in the rings, but these Trio wheels have a big heavy brass ring and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to vent my DJ Crawler tires. I use a leather punch. I got this at Michael's Craft Stores. It's got this adjustable wheel here, so then I just adjust it so that I use the smallest punch here, which is right there. And I'm going to do 2 holes in the tire in the middle of the tread. I do them perpendicular to each other. That should give us enough for the air to squeeze out. Much stiffer than the CI foams that I took out of there. Let's see, put this together and do some comparisons. Okay, here we are. It is much stiffer. Definitely got some good sidewall support here. Let me take another one off so you can see. Gives a different shape to the tire as well. You can see it's kind of expanded the tire out a little bit more, so it actually looks bigger. You can see the sidewall flex there with the CI foams. Big improvement with the Pro lines in there. I am a little concerned with the stiffness. Even vented, these have a stiff feel to them. I guess the true test will be getting this out on the rocks to see how these actually conform. But first impressions, they feel really stiff in the tire, even in a vented one. So I'm going to finish it up. We'll put all 4 of them in and see how they do. So I'm about halfway done here. I've got the passenger side complete. And if you look over here, you can see the truck leaning into those soft foams already. It's a huge difference in rigidity and stiffness from the Proline tires. Alright, see how these do in the real world here. Not a lot of conformity there. You can see that. Those tires are not squishing at all.
I thought it was that boy.
It's that good sidewall support there. They definitely don't fold.
Oh, it's flipped. Too heavy. Too top heavy.
Axel and I out this awesome new crawling spots, perfect for the minis here. The tires are still working good. It's getting good traction and getting up this hill pretty well. I just wish there was more squish in the tires. I lost pretty much all of my conformity in my tires, even though they're vented now. I think these would really benefit a rig that was really heavy. I think you'd get some more conformity then, and then you'd really benefit from the stiff sidewalls. With this relatively light rig here, I just don't feel like I'm getting a lot of benefit from these dual stage foams. I do appreciate the sidewall support, but it's definitely a trade-off. I do like the profile that it gave the tires. It gave it a more realistic look to the tires, I think. Definitely feeling the benefits of the sidewall strength here. This is a pretty steep off-camber section. It's loose, rocky. We got good stability though. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up this right here. I think these are a good upgrade. Not sure if I'm really seeing the benefit just due to the lighter weight of this truck. Definitely some good sidewall support there. You do get a lot of extra strength and rigidity there from a lateral standpoint. You do sacrifice the conformity on the top of the tire. I'm going to keep driving it, and then I'll get back to the bench and give you guys my final thoughts in a little bit. I applaud what Proline's doing here with these inserts. They give us great sidewall stability. We've got that soft outer foam to give you the grip that you need, and they're reasonably priced. For 20 bucks, you're on the lower end of what you'd be paying for a 3D printed insert that would give you pretty much the same outcome. I do think there's some room for improvement, so anyone at Proline, if you are listening and you do care what I think, here's my initial thoughts. I think these could benefit from more softer foam on the outside and a softer compound foam. I felt like I lost pretty much all of the conformity in my tire when putting these inserts in. They're just very stiff. If I had a heavier truck, a much heavier truck, I think it would be a different story. The closed cell foam on the inside of the insert I think is a great compound, but I think if they shrunk it down a little bit to make room for more of the softer foam on the top, I think you'd still achieve the same sidewall strength, but you'd get more conformity out of the tire and better performance. And finally, I think we could really benefit from some different sizes. Proline doesn't differentiate what tire these would go best in. It just says that they're perfect for their own 1-inch tire, which is on the smaller side compared to the DJ crawlers that I have. Many of their tires are on the smaller side. I think if I ran these in a smaller tire, the stiffness would be even more exaggerated. So it would be nice if we could get maybe a variety pack of outside inserts, the softer foam, if you could get a larger and smaller variety of those, maybe in one pack. Maybe for $25 you get the inserts, and then you get 2 or 3 different sized open cell foam exterior rings. I think that would go a long way too. But overall, I do like them, and I'm glad I got my hands on them. It was fun to try them. I love to see Proline again expanding into the 1-inch tire segment. I'll put the link down below for these inserts if you want to try them out for yourself, and let me know in the comments down below what do you think of the dual stage foams, and if you've tried them yet, let me know your thoughts. As always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.